You do therapy?
Yeah, I'm in therapy.
How often do you go?
Once a week.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know
That's
that?
good.
I got
That's
a.
good. I think
This
that's
might
good.
be
I'm
controversial.
happy.
I got a black lady therapist, which I know people are like, don't. As a white guy, don't have a black lady therapist, because you're taking a black lady therapist away from like a black woman who should be able to see her. You know what I mean? But
I don't know
she had a ton of openings. So I didn't feel that bad. I was like, this woman needs to work.
Okay.
You know? She needs my business.
Listen, I don't know if that was racist, but I was following it like.
What did you say? What, you don't know?
I was like following the train of thought like it was like some kind of like optical illusion. I was like, oh my God, you kind of like almost was like exactly neutral racist. You were like neutral racist. I don't think you were really racist, but like you almost could have been racist. You were like really close. You was like,
Neutral. I'll take neutral.
But
that's wait.
But at least at the end of the
talk
day,
about.
a black woman is employed.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
I don't know what it is. I think you know what it was. I think it was when you said black lady. You know what I mean? It was like black lady. I had this black lady. This black lady or something.
I wasn't putting all that mustard on it. You're making that up.
But the lady
You're
is just like,
exaggerating.
lady, get that lady out of my house.
I did not say get that lady out of my house.
Someone get that woman out of my house. That's a little bit more nicer.
The show is great.
I would think he was less racist if he used the woman. So I think that's where you started going a little bit more racist.
That's where I lost you.
But we can't call him racist because he's actually not Italian. What are you again? Do you guys know? I knew this guy for such a long time. I always thought he was Italian. And then like on this stage, I found out that he's not Italian and he's actually I always forget this. Eritrean. No, not Eritrean. My bad. Armenian. My bad.
I'm letting him guess.
My bad.
He could be neutral racist now.
Listen. Armenian, and I was like, it was just like a whole shock because doesn't he read very?
Half Armenian and have something else.
Oh, what's the other half?
I'm not. You don't guess.
It's not Italian. It's not Italian.
It's not Italian.
Puerto Rican.
That's crazy. It's Puerto Rican?
It is Puerto
That's crazy. Bro, you Puerto Rican? I had no idea. Every time I find out
Takuya
that he's
also
Puerto
has
Rican.
this mental breakdown every month. I walk up here and he
No,
goes,
'cause it's
"You're
like-
not Italian." That's
Because when you have a relationship with someone, you have to know what they are. So like when you're like angry at them, the anger of that race comes. You know what I mean? So it's like when I'm angry at him, I have like I always thought it was like an Italian anger. Like I was racist towards him towards the Italian. You know what I mean? But it switches it up.
Yeah,
We were saying Puerto Rican, so now I have to be angry at you in a different way. Do you understand what I'm
You
saying?
can put a different lens on. Because for
Yeah,
8
very
months, he was pissed at me, and he was like, "That's just like you Italians," and he would walk away, and I'd be like, "What do you even get?" What does that even mean?
Basically, would you think that was neutral racist, or do you think that was more racist or less racist?
I'm afraid to
Oh,
come.
back on me. I think it was neutral. Also, I can't be racist.
That's true. I do believe
Because I
that.
have on a yellow shirt.
That's not why
I can have a
believe that.
yellow shirt on and be racist. Can you imagine me being racist? Can you imagine someone with a yellow shirt being racist? Think about it.
Yes.
Like, just think about an image of
Yellow
like
shirt, yes.
like those old timey photos, like with a racist person in the South, and he got a yellow shirt. Could you imagine that? You couldn't imagine that.
I can certainly imagine someone in an Indiana Pacers shirt being racist, so I could
there
imagine
you go.
someone in a yellow shirt.
Okay. Put sports in it, Joe.
I'm just saying.
You want to bring up the first person? You
Yes.
know who it is.
I do know who it is.
You should know who it is. 'Cause
I absolutely
we
know
talked
who
about
it
it in the
is.
beginning of the show.
What's up, y'all? Start making it loud for your first comedian. Very funny. A very good friend of mine, actually. Start making it really loud for Gerard Milligan.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm not tall enough. When you're under 6 foot, life is a struggle, okay, as a man. So when people put a tall ass mic in front of you, there we go. What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. What's Gucci? Joe, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm in therapy too, so I rock with you, bro. Anybody else in here therapy? Anybody do therapy? I have a risky thing I'm gonna say to y'all right now, okay? I think therapy is bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, because my therapist don't fuck with me. All right? And the thing about him is that I want to be his favorite patient. You know what I mean? So now I feel competitive. And I don't do therapy in person. I do therapy via like Zoom. So I can watch him be bored at my stories. Like I'm like, oh man, I'm trying to confess my life. And I will see him check his watch. I see him pretend. He say he has a dog. I never seen this fucking dog, okay? He's like, oh, let me go check on the dog. It's the deepest shit of my life. And he gets the fuck up. Pisses me the fuck off, man. And then, I'm not gonna lie to you, what I do now is I make up stories and shit. I try to test them. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, you wouldn't believe it when I was younger. When I was younger, people broke into my house. It was like 2 dudes. My parents left me for Christmas and I did Home Alone. And this motherfucker never knew. He was like, oh my God, what happened? I was like, fuck you, man. That's Home Alone 2 and Home Alone 1. You don't give a fuck about me. I still pay him though. He's my friend. Oh shit! We got an old VHS tape style? That's cool as hell. Sorry, I got distracted. What's up, y'all? I'm so excited. Also, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was driving my little cousin and her friends around a couple days ago. I had a birthday. Your boy got a little older, you know. You can cheers that. I feel good about being old, you know. I finally have reached, it should be Zaddy age, but I feel like Zaddies have money and I'm not at the money age. So it's that like broke boy era, but I can do better. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is like, I'm the cool cousin. You know, I'm the cousin that lives in LA. So when it came out, I was like, I'm gonna take y'all around, take y'all to the mall. We went bowling. But something happened in the car, right? Like they played their music and I was like, this music is cool. And then my Spotify playlist came on, all right? And I'm talking about they had bangers. I had Lil Wayne, okay? I had Nelly, I had Paramore. It was back-to-back hits, all right? Shit was fire. And then I was singing along, and I realized the car was quiet. And I was like, well, y'all don't like this? This is some of the good shit. And my cousin said, why you playing museum music? Right? Museum music. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is a fucking banger. She goes, this is vintage. She was like, oh, my friend bought a Walkman, and I heard this song on her Walkman. She had the cassette tape. And I'm like, fuck y'all, okay? I used to party to Paramore. I was a black kid out here headbanging, okay? I felt cool as shit. And then she said this to me with a straight face. She goes, what is this playlist called? And I was like, I don't know, fucking Spotify, make shit up. She's like, look at the playlist, see what it's called. I looked at it, it said Classic Millennial Jams. 2008. Yo, I didn't realize I was in classic era. You know what I'm saying? I still feel spry, but I had to think about it. It makes me so sad. When you really think about the date, okay, Back That Ass Up came out in 1999. He says it in the song, 99 into the 2000s. That's over 25 years of ass being backed up, but the people now trying to back the ass up wasn't born when the ass was being backed up. The shit fucks with your head. Shit's bullshit, man. I went from being a cool cousin to an uncle, you know? They took my ox privileges. It is, you know what's so disrespectful about somebody taking your ox period? It's like, they literally will make fun of me now. Like, I'll go around trying to play like cards, they want me to play cards. I try to talk about like, I listen to Playboy Cardi, they're like, you're too old. I'm like, he's 31, fucking kids. What else am I telling y'all? Oh shit, yeah, I went skydiving recently, which was dope as shit. But this is the thing, everyone told me all these stories, like you go skydiving, you know, you gotta make sure you're ready for the drop because that first 60 seconds is really, really crazy, really deep. But what no one told me is that skydiving is like speed dating. All right, now hear me out, because think about it. When you go skydiving, you get attached to a person you have never met, you have never seen, and if it goes south, they could kill you. You know what I mean? And what they also don't tell you is that when you go tandem, you kind of attached like dick to ass if you get a dude. And it's a very uncomfortable thing because I don't know this person and you get strapped in. And the guy I had, his name was Trevor. And my thing is, I don't know too many Trevors, but I know when I hear the name Trevor, I'm like, oh, you're either gonna save me or kill me. So I didn't know what was gonna happen. And the thing I felt bad about is that when I went skydiving, I felt so bad, is there was a bachelorette party that was there at the same time. And the thing is, they were beautiful. And I could see all the skydiver dudes be like, oh my God, I hope I get one of them. So when Trevor got me, I was trying to make it worth his while. So I was like, hey man, I was like, yo, we gonna have so much fun, bro. Like we about to do this shit. And then at one point, I don't know if y'all done it, but you get strapped to each other and they make you get on this little ass plane. And we were in the back of the plane, but the way it works is I'm strapped to his chest, you know what I'm saying? So we get on the plane, I'm kind of like sitting on his lap a little bit. And I see everybody else like flirting, having a good time, everybody's giggling. And the only way to talk to him is you kind of gotta like, you gotta be like, And so I was trying my best to be so like cool, because he has to like tighten you in. And I was like, ooh, Trevor, you strong. And I was trying, man. I was giving my best shit too. I was like, man, you so strong. They ain't got what we got, Trevor. And he never said shit. And he was like, that's cool. And everybody's giggling. Everybody's having a good time. And I'm like, man, they feel fucking safe, okay? They're jumping out. People are jumping out the plane, and you're hearing, wee! You're hearing, like, dope shit. And it's just me and Trevor. And I said, hey, man, how often do you do this? He's like, oh, man, I do, like, maybe 20 jumps a day. I'm like, oh, man, you're really seasoned. And I'm like, have you ever been scared? He's like, I don't get scared. Because in the air, there's nothing to be scared about. You either live or you die. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't scared. Yeah, you live or die, bro. And then how it works is you get shuffled to the front. And so me and Trevor are legit dead last. We get to the end, and he goes, do you trust me? And I was like, well, this is a weird time to ask me that question. So yeah, Trevor, I trust you. And he goes, great. And it just jumps, right? He just jumps. Now, this is the thing. The first 30 seconds, you are diving, but you get a chance to do cool tricks and shit, okay? So Trevor's trying to show the fuck out. Like, he was shot up top, but he's in his element. Trevor's, like, doing little jumps. He's spinning and shit. He's like, are you handling it? I was like, man, you gotta stop talking to me like that, bro. It was a wonderful fucking time, so I think we fucking bonded. I was like, Trevor, we're friends for life. He's like, you know it. We land. And it was like one of these moments, I'm like, oh my God, I had an experience with a person I don't know. So I go for a high five, and I'm like, bro, that was so emotional. That was so good. He goes, leave it in the air. Right? I'm still strapped the fuck in. He's like, I still got my little chest, and he goes, leave it in the air. And the way it goes is like you land, and you gotta walk like the field. So you see everyone else like skipping, high-fiving, people are hugging and shit. One woman took a selfie, and he's like, leave it in the air. And I swear to God, he said it. My hand is in the air. This nigga like did his parachute and floated the fuck off. I swear to God, I was by my goddamn self. Fucking Trevor. What makes it so bad, I felt so ghosted. So bad. I felt so ghosted by Trevor, I DM'd him. I did, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't gonna tell y'all that part. I did DM him. I was like, I hope you landed safely. I hope you landed safe. My heart is still in the sky. And the bad thing is, I saw him read it. Why does Instagram have seen? It's so rude. Like, I know he read it. It's so fucked up. Goddamn Trevor. What's so bad is I wish he still would reply. But it's so funny because if he did, I don't know what I would say. I'm like, bro, I don't even care no more. I don't even care. That was weeks ago. Bullshit is. Oh, my God. Fucking A, man. Oh, so I don't know why I'm so excited, guys. This is the last thing I'm going to say. I'm super excited. I just got back into the dating field, okay? And so I was in a relationship for a while. And young women, I realized the dichotomy of man and woman relationships have changed. When I was in a relationship, man, we was running the show, okay? I'd be like, I'm coming at 10, you know? And she had to be ready at 10. It don't work like that no more, okay? The shit is different. I follow instructions, okay? I thought I was good in bed. We about to get personal, fuck it. Joe, I don't care. I thought I was good. I thought I had moves and shit. Okay, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm grown. Shit. But I dated this young woman, and she was like, you haven't experienced life yet. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You 25, what the fuck you mean you experienced life? She's like, you ever have a finger in your butt before? And I was like, no, ain't no finger in my butt. What the fuck? She was like, that's where your emotional pleasures are. Don't be so boxed in, so closed in. That's an old man mentality. And when she said old man, something in me was like, well, fuck it, do what you need to do. What you need to do. But then I told her, I was like, before she could do it, I was like, this is my thing. I want to talk about it. I just want to talk about it, okay? Because this is my thing. I don't mind. In theory, I don't mind a finger in the butt, okay? This is the thing. I don't mind it. It's just that I don't know what to do with my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you said, like, as I'm posing, and I was like, I don't know how we pose for a finger in the, butt. Because I'm like, as a dude, I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to because think about it, it's so weird. I was like, am I supposed to go back? Am I supposed to like arch back and look at you and say like, I'm ready? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. I've been arrested by the police a couple of times. I'm like, do I do police style, hands on the wall and look back? Also, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm ticklish, okay? I'm very ticklish. I'm scared if she does it, I may giggle, I may mess up the whole vibe. So I'm gonna tell y'all, okay, the day came and it was time to attempt. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on it. All right, the YouTube videos told you many things. All right, you don't eat before. All right, you drink water. You make sure you wash yourself, so I showered. No, I don't have no goddamn bidet. Bidet is expensive shit, okay? It's expensive as shit. Also, I don't like the way a bidet feels because you don't know if the water's gonna be cold or warm. And I told her, I was like, I don't know why I'm saying this because my time is up, but I'm gonna tell y'all. I told her, if you're gonna do this, just talk to me nice and be gentle, okay? And then she started off with, who's my big boy? And I was like, that's not how we do this. She was like, okay. Okay, all right. She goes, all right, I'm gonna just count to three. She's like, I'm gonna count to three, and when I say peekaboo, that's what I'm in. That's what I'm in. And then she did the countdown. She was like, we gonna do 3, 2, 1. I was like, no, 3, 2, 1 scares me. Okay, I need 1, 2, 3, so it feels like I don't know, because you could go to 4. Because when you do 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, it's nothing after the 1. But if you go 1, 2, 3, it could be 4, 5, 6. It's fucking science and math, okay? So she was like, all right, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. But once she got to 1, I felt like I felt like a nail because she didn't trim her nails. Also, YouTube said trim your nails. She didn't trim her nails, so she didn't follow her rules. So once I felt the nail touch a butt cheek, I got up and said, no, heathen, I am with God. And I ran out the room. That's my time. I'm Jerron Milligan.
Keep it going for Jerron. We're just going to keep the show going. Start clapping, start making it loud for the next comedian. She's super funny. She performs all over town. Start making it loud. Start making it loud for Maddie Hart.
Hey, let it be known, Joe asked me, Maddie, how do you want me to bring you up? Like, what credits? And I said, tell them that I'm beautiful and enchanting. And he didn't say those things. Yeah, it's like he's not listening to women. What the hell? Cancel Joe Tume. Anyway, keep it going for Crybaby. So excited to be in this sort of freaky environment with all of you guys. Okay, yeah, you guys could probably tell by looking at me that I have an insecure attachment style. Yeah, your hair doesn't bleach this much if your parents were around, right? I do. I have an insecure attachment style. Do you guys know the 2 main types of insecure attachment? This is East LA. We're all weaponizing therapy speak. We know the 2 types, right? There's anxious attachment, and then there's, say it with me, the cool one. The cool one. Because we know that's what people mean when they say they're avoidant, right? They're bragging. They're bragging. They're like, what's my attachment style? I don't know. I think I have the one that means you're just kind of chill as hell. Oh, I think I have the one that means you kind of just don't give a fuck. I don't know. When somebody complains about being avoidant, I'm like, wait. Let me get this straight. Your problem is that people like you just don't like them back that much? That's not attachment issues, baby. That's social capital. Meanwhile, I get anxious over everything. Like, I'm anxiously attached to my mailman. He didn't deliver me any mail today, and I sent my friend a 3-minute voice memo being like, do you think this guy still likes me? You guys, a lot of avoidantly attached people in here. I can kind of feel it, actually. I'm getting anxiously attached to all of you, like, in real time. Text me back! Yes, okay. I am pretty anxious overall, but I actually have been chill in a relationship before. Yeah, one time, 4.5 years ago. It was really cool. I had this long-term boyfriend. Yeah, boyfriend, because despite my outfit, I'm not actually full gay. I was in a long-term relationship, and like 2 years into the relationship, we wanted to get the passion back, right? So we decided to film a sex tape. Very cool. Up top? Yeah! Your hand is wet. We decide to film a sex tape. It was very cool and awesome as well. So we set up my boyfriend's phone and we go for it, right? There's candles, there's lingerie. We're doing every sex position we could think of. Backwards, normal. Backwards and normal. It's the stuff. So we film this sex tape and we feel really, really good about it. Later, we go to watch it back, and we see that the video we'd taken was only 9 seconds long. Yeah, my boyfriend, he's like, babe, I swear I lasted longer. We click play. 9 seconds, that's so short. We click play. We realized that the video we'd taken was a time lapse. Any of you guys ever accidentally film a time lapse sex tape? Fellas, my sex tape looks like an indie stop motion porno. Like, it's so avant-garde, it would have gotten into Sundance. If only we'd submitted on time. My sex tape looks like in a Planet Earth documentary when they show a tiny sapling grow into a mighty tree at the blink of an eye. Like, I want David Attenborough narrating my sex tape. As summer turns to spring, these guys are fucking. Yeah. That's how I imagine it would sound. My sex tape, like, so much happens so fast in these 9 seconds. At one point, my boyfriend, he's laying down, and me, I'm blowing the guy. And it looks like he's getting electrocuted. Picture it. No, that's not what you want your sex tape to look like. First and last time that I was ever chill. Never happening again. So sex tape, yeah, that was really cool of me. Okay, as aforementioned, I am bisexual. Woo! Yeah, okay, reluctantly into that gay shit. Totally. I'm bisexual, so to educate you guys, that means that I'm half gay on my father's side. I'm bisexual, and growing up queer was kind of crazy because I actually grew up in a very religious Republican household. Yes, there was a shrine to former US President Ronald Reagan in my family basement. And yes, I did lose my virginity in front of it. Yeah, we trickled all the way down. My straight half wrote that joke. I don't claim her. I'm queer, but I was always scared to come out because my mom and my family, they're so religious, they're so Republican. But when I got into my first ever gay relationship, I was like, okay, whoa, like, this is it. It's time to come out, time to be brave, right? So I end up sending my mom, like, the longest, most dramatic text you've ever seen coming out. It was so long. Like, you had to click see more. One of those. You know, I make this whole big deal about being in a gay relationship. I'm like, love wins, bitch. 2 days later, I get dumped. Yeah, I know. Let's turn that into a ha-ha. Ha-ha, little, let's try a flip of the soft palate. You know, ha! Really, really funny, awesome stuff. So I get dumped, and I'm literally like, you can't break up with me. I just told my mom that love is love. I guess it literally wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna work on that delivery. Me literally the day before to my conservative mom being like, your limited brain can't even conceptualize that this is my soulmate. It was actually just an emotionally unavailable soft mask. Yeah, some of you guys don't know what a soft mask is. Count your lucky stars. Oh, a charmed life you lead. Yeah, worse, it's worse. By the way, yeah, if I said the phrase emotionally unavailable soft mask to my Christian mother, she would kill herself in front of me. It just sucks, right? Like, I'm like, oh my God, if me coming out was gonna force my mom to literally grieve me going to hell, I would have loved the relationship to have lasted at least a month. Because now my mom doesn't just think that I'm a sinner, she thinks that I'm a sinner who gives people the ick. And that's worse. The silver lining of this, though, was that the breakup actually put me and my mom back on the same side of things. Yeah, the only person more homophobic than a Christian Republican is a girl going through a gay breakup. My mom would be like, you being with that person was wrong. I'm like, no, yeah, and like, thank you for saying that. So validating. My mom's like, that relationship was sick and twisted. I'm like, Diva, you don't know the half of it. Wait until you hear how many of their friends they've hooked up with. Yeah, I'd call that a perversion of nature for sure, for sure, for sure. She's like, you need Jesus. I'm like, fine, I'll go back to men. Tell Jesus my DMs are open. We can set up the time lapse, see what happens. Joe, how much time do I have? Okay, I'll do one more. And we're all excited about that. Woo! Okay, I'm bisexual, all that stuff. Okay, I also have sisters, so I'll talk about that. Okay, you guys remember they were gonna ban TikTok for a second. That was such a random 11 hours. They were gonna ban it, and people were saying, you know, it'd be good if they banned TikTok because social media is dangerous for kids. We heard that, right? Okay, my take is that I'm very pro kids being on social media, and here's why. Do you guys have sisters? Anybody? Yeah. Totally. I think sisters are way more dangerous for kids than social media. Growing up, me and my sisters used to play a game called Knife. The rules? Chase each other around with a knife. Oh yeah, but the beauty filter on TikTok is so dangerous. The beauty filter has never forced me to swallow a spider just because I wore its Hollister graphic tee without asking. And I do it again. Fuck you, Olivia. Growing up, kids were so bored, we would just torture each other, right? Like recently, one of my sisters and me, we were talking about things we'd done when we were little. And I tell her, yeah, I used to talk shit about you at school. And she tells me, yeah, well, I used to pee on your clothes. I said, what? That feels different than the thing I said. She said, yeah, every week, the night before church, I would take whatever outfit you had laid out and I'd piss on it. What the hell? I said I was wearing pissed on clothes to church? She said, yeah, big time. And all the other kids in Sunday school would wonder why you smelled so weird, but I knew, because it was my piss. Say what you want, I'd rather have kids be addicted to social media than out there pissing on each other's clothes. Love is love. I'm Maddie Hart. Keep it going for Crybaby.
I don't know how. Hello. The next comedian. I don't know if this is a good height. I guess right. Yeah. That's rude, man. It's not rude. This is good. The last time I was chastised because apparently I left it too high. The last time. Trying to be, accommodating to people that are, closer to the earth than me. And therefore gets to the spiritual nourishment of Mother Earth. This next comedian coming to the stage is amazing. Please, everyone, keep it going for Carl Foreman.
Perfect height. Thank you. Glad that we tall folks, we tall kings get our due, you know what I mean? Good evening, y'all. How y'all doing? You good? All right. You having a good time? You good? All right, good. That's what's up. Yeah, my name is Carl Foreman Jr. Please say the Junior. Yeah, thank you. I'm very sensitive on my suffix, you know what I mean? It's hard being born a remix. Hard being born a sequel to a film your family been seen. They know what to expect. They got expectations, right? Like you want to be Godfather 2, but you really like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. You know what I'm saying? And so I like to use the Junior, not just because it's easier to find me on IMDb that way. But my dad, he has since passed, and he left me some things. I inherited from my dad: high cholesterol, decent credit. Shout out to him for that. And then when he also passed, he left me his Lincoln Town Car, 2000 era Lincoln Town Car. I lived in New York at the time. Anybody ever lived in New York? New York's in the house. You see it, a Lincoln Town Car. What is that? That's a cab. That's a cab. That's right. First off, this car had 289,000 miles on it when I got it. And it wasn't even my dad's car for real. It was his dad's car. So when my grandfather died, my dad got the car. When my dad died, I got the car. I donated that bitch before it could kill me too. Like, fool me once. You know what I mean? You know what time it is with that. So, but yeah, I'm in New York, and I can't convince people I'm not a cab. I'm just like at a red light, and people just opening my door, being like, "You going to Flatbush?" And I'm like, "Yo, dog, I'm not actually a cab." And they're like, "Wow, it be your own people sometimes, huh?" Obama just left office, bro. It's like that. Wow, this nigga voted for Trump. It's $12, bro. Come on. It's like, I never did it though. I never actually took a fare because because it's a slippery slope. Next thing you know, it's your real job. You coming back 4 in the morning. My wife is like, "Where you been?" I'm like, "I had a fare." She's like, "You cheating on me?" I'm like, no, I had a fare. I had to take this guy to Connecticut. I got to go back out. I'm, it's rush hour. Sorry, I'm trying to get my medallion. Like, what's up? Now you speaking with a Dominican accent because all your people are uptown. I lived in Washington Heights for real though, for a long time. And that's where I discovered that I appear Dominican. I present that way. And that when I spoke English to people, they were offended. And so I learned I was like, I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to just be like, look, I'm going to get all my haircuts in Spanglish. When they're like, dímelo, joven, I'm like, yo, está todo, papi. Solamente un shape. Ten cuidado con la línea, por favor. And just hope they didn't have no follow-up questions, Because the Dominican Spanish is like Cajun English. Like what? Then the bayou and shit, yeah. I know I look like I got kicked out the Little League World Series for being 30. At the press conference, they say I cannot play no more. Because I'm 30 years old, but I'm not 30 years old, papi, I'm only 12, I had that disease like Jack, the movie Jack with Robbie Williams. That's why I so big like that. I thought I could play. I was doing my pregame and shave. They said, you cannot play no more. I was devastated. My whole family was devastated. My wife, my son. But then, you know, like, but I'm not Dominican, and, you know, I'm not actually Dominican. Because they be the same people who be like, black as Wesley Snipes, being like, I know black, you know? Being like, yo, I Indio. The next thing you get your DNA test, being like, 100% sub-Saharan. Ay, Dios mío. How can I be black? And that offends me because I feel like I'm the blackest man alive. I know I present very Drake-ish, but I'm not. Like, I don't identify as light-skinned. I don't identify as short. I wasn't raised short. I wasn't raised short. I was tall, and I just finished growing early. You know, I walked into 8th grade like this, with this mustache, everything. If I was better at basketball, people would have had questions, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, so I look in the mirror, it's the Amistad dude looking back at me. You feel me? Because, like, yeah, give us free, like that shit, you know? Like, because my dad is Gullah. I don't know if you know anything about the Gullah people, but the Gullah have been like, kept together as a community. My mom is West African. She's from Sierra Leone. When I was a little kid, we used to live in Africa. I was in Ghana until I was in kindergarten. I feel like my parents were just trying to one up each other on the blackness the whole time. I'm Gullah, I'm African. We're gonna live in Ghana. It's not quite black enough. What is blacker than West Africa? We're gonna move to West Baltimore. We're gonna move to West Baltimore while they're trying to inspire The Wire. I didn't know. I didn't know that the mayor would be like, the mayor on the show. It was like our current mayor and shit. It's crazy. And so me being the blackest man alive, imagine my surprise when me and my black wife made a redheaded kid. And I know you're thinking, you've been cut, bro. No. We made that kid during the pandemic, as good citizens do. Observing quarantine. I don't pull out. I'm married. Like, I haven't pulled out since like 2008. Like, what? I don't even know how, like, if I check in, I'm staying. You feel me? So, that's just a really fun way to find out you're not as black as you thought you were. Is when your son comes out as a redhead and like, wait, was Ed Sheeran over and like, you know? And yeah. I didn't think that would be part of my struggle. I know I'm raising black boys. One of them, both of them might be gay. Walk them through that struggle. I didn't think I'd be like, we don't use ginger in this house, Janet. We don't use those hurtful terms. But being a father is a trip though. You're like, my kids be asking me like real like difficult questions. Just the other day, my son, my 7-year-old be like, Daddy, what does exist mean? Hey, Daddy, what is God? How do women get pregnant? I'm like, well, I was digging in your mama goods, as I'm wont to do. And I'm just like, but I try to still keep it real. I'm like, I'm gonna play my hip hop. I'm not gonna censor the words, But it's a double-edged sword because he catch me, like he'd be like, hey, when he said fucking, that was a bad word, right? That was a bad word. Like, yeah, it was a bad word. Please don't repeat it. Your mom is listening. But I'm really glad he's never said the N-word. That would really like break my heart if my little nugget started saying nigga. And I think we could actually change the world tonight. I'm starting this campaign to change the N-word to nugget. So that instead of thinking of the painful legacy of slavery, we can show each other tenderness. What's good, my nugget? I'll rock with the West Coast Nuggets. I'm an East Coast Nugget, you feel me? I'm trying to be a good nugget, raise my family. They want to bring the nugget out of me. Now, I've done this joke before. White people, you will have to describe little chunks of chicken breast a new way, okay? That is your burden. I've done this joke too many times where a white comedian come right behind me and be like, oh yeah, I know a bunch of jazz playing nuggets and like, nah, fuck all that. You ain't gonna hit me, you ain't gonna do me like that, But if I say I love my nuggets, but where's my Bitches. I can only fix one slur at a time. Ladies, one slur at a time. I lost you right there, didn't I? Really lost you on that one. It's okay. My name is Carl Foreman Jr. Please say it, Junior.
Keep it going for Carl Foreman Jr. What's up, gang? I was going to say this before, and I didn't, so I'm going to say it right now. I am in therapy, and it's going really good. Not in terms of, like, my mental health or anything, but I've been showing her pictures of all the people that I've been talking about. So the vibes have just been at an all-time high. She called a girl ugly the other day. I was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. That's crazy. That's it. I just thought that was out of pocket. I don't think Michelle should have said that. But anyway, I'm going to bring up your next comedian. She's super funny. Start clapping right now. She has a show called Alice and Juliet. Try it on at Nico's on April 15th. Start making it super loud for Alice Polacoser.
I am the white comedian following Carl. I promise I won't say nugget. I do think it's very cute, and I do support it. And I'll start racking my brain for other ways to describe little pieces of chicken. I am Alice Polacoser, and if you don't know me, I'm the type of girl who, like, when I wake up and I put my 2 feet on the floor, the devil's like, shoot. Like, he's like, shoot, she's up, guys. Like, let's get to work. Do you know what I mean? It's 2025, and I want to speak more Italian this year. I want to get better at speaking Italian. And I did think Joe was Italian too. Did you tell everyone that at one point and now you're backtracking on this? I really fully thought you were Italian. So I'm trying to speak better Italian this year. And I tried to sign up for a Duolingo class, and I accidentally signed up for a Dua Lipa course instead. It was really weird, you guys. There's a fun fact. There's a fun fact about Dua Lipa that I learned. She's actually 3'11". She's a really short girl. She appears to be this, seriously. She appears to be this tall Amazonian girl, right? Well, she's not, and I'll tell you why. It's because her stage is constructed by Imagineers and the guys who built Harry Potter World at Universal Studios. Listen, seriously, this is what I learned. And how did these guys make her look so tall? Because they used a technique called forced perspective. Do you guys know about this? It's when smaller objects appear larger to the naked eye because of the way that they're tilted away from the viewer, right? Tom Cruise? What? And he's sort of, okay, but he's kind of the opposite, right? Well, that's what I'm saying. He's short and he looks short. I never thought he looked tall, right? So first perspective, really cool stuff, huh? Yeah. Okay. My button on the end of the joke. Okay. Okay. A lot of people, they like to complain about TSA, right? Come on. I'm sure there's a couple of people in this room. Yeah. I like it. I like going through security. When they pat me down, it feels good, okay? It feels good. Sorry, I like it. And when they ask me if I want a private room, I say no, because maybe I like that it's public. And I don't know what that's about, but I'm not afraid of it anymore. And if you guys have a problem with that, then you can sue me, because if you sue me, then I'll have to go to the United States Supreme Court, and I'll have to go through their security. And they'll have to pat me down extra hard, okay? And I'm gonna like that even more. So I can't wait. Okay, I saw something so disturbing on Instagram the other day. This person I know, my cousin's husband posted on his Instagram story a picture of a book on a coffee table with like a cup of coffee, and the book was How to Win Friends and Influence People. Well, but I'm like, why are you posting that? Like, you're giving it away, right? Now we all know. Now when you look me in the eye and say my name and shake my hand, I know that the book told you to do that. Like, I know. It's like, it's like the guy who, wait, okay, I literally cannot recite news to save my life. It's like the guy who posted in the group chat about the war plans. Was that good? Did that make sense? And so did that comparison to that political thing make sense with the first thing that I said? I should say that again. That joke will be good for 2 more days maybe, because then we'll have moved on. I'm sick of being political. That whole first half was so political. So, can you guys tell me, what is sillier than pockets on a pajama pant? Come on. I'm putting my pajama pants on every night, and I'm like, why do I have pockets in these things? For the rocks that I collect in my dreams? For my dream rocks? What? These days, I'm having more nightmares than I'm having dreams. And even more so that I'm collecting rocks. I just added that last part in right now for some reason. And it really doesn't make sense. But my real life nightmare situation is having to make a decision, any decision. And people try and make this easier on you by saying things like, gun to your head, if you had to decide right now. I'm like, pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. I'm ready. I'll go right now. I'd rather die than make a decision that I don't believe in. I'd rather die than be defined by a decision that I made under pressure. Do you know what I mean? I think that sounded really honorable coming out of my mouth right then. I'd rather die. Seriously, pull the trigger. I know where I'm going. Do you? Who grew up going to church? Seriously. 4 people? I feel like that's not true. Okay. So I'm going to say something positive really quick, and then I'll get out of here. Communion is so good. Like, it tastes so good. The little wafer with a little cup of grape juice, it's so chic. Very Michelin, very omakase. Seriously, right? This stuff is so good. I think perfect. I was gonna ask how much time I have. I think I'm gonna end right there. Yeah. Thank you so much. Keep it going.
Making sure that this thing is in a good position so that everyone is able to talk into the mic and they don't feel offended by my height. How's everybody doing? You guys feeling good? We're gonna keep the show moving. This next comedian plays all around. He's amazing. Everyone, put your hands together for Kenny Gray.
Hi everyone, my name is Kenny Gray, and I do something a little different. I do musical comedy and characters, so that's why I've got my own little PA system.
exorcist who uses a saxophone. This is an exorcist who uses a saxophone. We got it. And it doesn't go much farther than that. Get out of here, ghost! Get out of here, ghost! Get out of this house! Get out of here, ghost! Get out of here, ghost! Get out of here, ghost! Get the fuck out of this man's house! As you can see, the house is haunted, but luckily you hired the best ghost remover in the biz, Davey Maroon. Check it out. Get out of here, ghost! Get out of here, ghost! Woo, spooky bitch! Get out of here, ghost! Get the fuck out of this man's house! Oh, sure. Happy to explain. You know how vampires are afraid of garlic and aliens are afraid of commitment? Well, ghosts are afraid of saxophones. You don't have to even be good, they just hate the sound. Check it out. I hate that shit. Pissing them out. Hate that sound. Temper is rising. I'll sure happy to answer that question. It would appear that you have the ghosts of two twin boys who died of typhoid. Do you know what typhoid is? And thank you. So many people don't know. And what's the one thing we know about people who die of typhoid? They hate saxophone. Get out of here. Get out of here, spooky little twin kids. Get the fuck out of here. Woo! The ghost of a Depression-era woman. Get out of here, you sad woman. Get out. I don't care if you can't feed your kids. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. But trust me, I am fully accredited. I have a degree from Dan Aykroyd University. All right, now, it would appear that, all the ghosts are gone. So, if you could just Zelle me $1,000. That's that guy. And on a final thing, and I'll be out of here. Who here likes the Beastie Boys? Me. Yeah? So I just spent a few weeks listening to every single song they've ever made. And I made this. Oh shit! What's up, everybody? How we doing? Oh yeah! I wrote the best song in the entire fucking world! Who's ready to go? Are you ready to go? Yeah! A 1, 2, 3, 4, bingo bongo. I hang with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are getting garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are getting garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are getting garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are getting garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are getting garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are getting bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and then bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are eating garbanzo. Bingo bongo, hang with garbanzo. We are eating garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang out with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are eating garbanzo. Bingo bongo, and then for lunch we are eating garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, then for lunch we are eating garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang out with Alonzo, then for lunch we are bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and we eating garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang out with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are eating garbanzo. Bingo bongo, I hang with Alonzo, and then for lunch we are eating. Thanks,
Thanks, everyone. That's like the second time I've done that. Cool. See you later.
What up, gang? Alright, we gonna keep the show moving. Coming up next, we got somebody doing some music for everybody. He got a new single out today called The Spike. Start Making It Loud for my friend, very good musician, Blues Williams.
Yeah, I have a new single out today, so we're celebrating. And I haven't sang it for anyone yet, so you guys are very special. It's called The Spike. Holding on to something that'll never change to be. Had my eyes wide open when she turned and said to me, let me in now, darling, oh now, darling, don't you see? Figure of imagination here left out to bleed. See her in the wintertime, I see her every day. Cut my heart out open and she threw it all away. It's alright, it's okay, it's alright, okay. Light me up at night and then you see the real me. Alcohol and butterflies and all the love you need. And you think you're the answer, one that you think you believe. Hold my heart out open while you keep it on the sleeve. Heart is like a pounding drum. It's looking like it's been a while and I can make you come. Moments like we feel this should. Trust me like blue waters, yeah, the best is yet to come. Yeah, me forever notion that I'll ever go to sleep. Memories go running by my head, they make me weep. Never wanted nothing more than her to say goodnight. Over everything that I could have to save my life. Never needed a simple life. And all I ever wanted was a blonde beauty wife. Hold my heart out for ladies like the ones you see in movies that could leave you there to die. It's alright, it's okay. Alright, it's okay. Therapist had told me, yeah, she said I'm ride or die. But I should find another way to help me through the night. You can't give up all yourself to someone all your life. Never realize until I'm bleeding left to die. Goodbye, 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 honey. Heartache like a murder scene, it's painted black and white. There was nothing anyone could say to make it right. Held on to forever, now I'm holding on tonight. Don't you give your heart unless you're ready for the spike. That's mine, that's mine, that's mine. Not a for the night. Thank you. How much time do I got? Can I do 2 or 1 more? I'll do 2. This one's a little sad, so bear with me. It's about my friend Lucy Blue. I feel her tonight. I don't know why. We do it at the same time. Feeling alive. It makes it easier to say goodnight. Won't wait forever. I've gotta learn how to fly. She's telling me this, she's telling me that. I don't know where it's at. She's telling me this, she's telling me that. I don't know where it's at. She's telling me this, she's telling me that. I don't know where it's at. She's telling me this, she's telling me that. I think I know where we're at. When it's over, I can fly. Keep you around in a field so I can learn how to try. She's telling me this, she's telling me that. I don't know where it's at. She's telling me this, she's telling me that. I think I know where we're at. I sang the second verse twice, so I fucked that up. I won't leave it on a depressing note. The song's called Honey and Turpentine. It's going to be on my EP that's coming out soon. Life like living from A to Z. No more loving in Tennessee. Kiss my honey and mist in the rain. I piss my money all down the drain. What's right, I'll set it free. Honey, time's not good for me. Come on. Well, come on. What's right, I'll set it free. But honey child, you're good for me. Come on. life I live it. I'm in love with the life I live it. I'm in love with the lust I give it. I'm in love with the heart I give it. I'm in love with the heart I give it. I'm in love with the life I live it. I'm in love with the lust I give it. I'm above all the God I'm giving. I'm in love with the life I live it. I'm in love with the heart I give it. I'm in love with the lust I give it. I'm in love with the heart I give it. No more running to Tennessee. No more looking around for me. Lost my heart in Ohio. I was looking for drugs to smoke. I'm not looking for LSD. She's been here looking out for me. Lost my money and lost all the time. Now I smell honey and turpentine. I smell honey and turpentine. I smell honey and turpentine. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Joe Nikule.
For blues. And we have reached that part of the show where you are able to see magic. So everyone, give it up for Jeff Thompson.
I was told there was going to be stage hands. Okay. How's everyone doing? And how about the rest of you? There we go. My name's Jeff Thompson. If you forget, it's on the sign. Easy questions, easy answers here at the Magic Show. Man, we got some crazy fucking acts tonight, guys. Let's give it up for them. Right? I first wanted to start with an impression of the economy. All right, and it's gone. Okay, so, is anyone celebrating anything tonight? Like a birthday, anniversary, anything fun coming up? Anything? Bueller. No one's celebrating anything at all. Release. You, Blues, there we go, a new lease on life. Wonderful. That's wonderful, man. I like a new lease, a new song, new EP, that's wonderful. A new release, I see. And a new lease. Okay, got you. Blues, I did not bring you a gift. I'm sorry, I brought you gift wrap. And they say it's the thought that counts. Yes. Especially when it's a bad gift. That's right. So here's what we're going to do, Blues, for you here. Hold on, we're just... Okay. Don't worry. The magic trick is not turning gift wrap into trash. I promise. Now, Blues, a lot of people don't believe their eyes. They don't even believe that I'm tearing up the paper. Isn't that ridiculous? You can see it with your eyes. But you know why they say I'm not tearing it up? Because I'm tearing it down. Okay. Not going to be a worse joke tonight. Yeah, exactly. There won't be any worse jokes than that, especially because I'm the closer. Okay, so here we go. But here's what we're going to do, Blues. We're going to need this is Crybaby Comedy, so I need to give you a nice little souvenir. So here's what we're going to do. For the magic show, of course, it can only be one thing. A bird would be nice, but we're not going to do that. Okay? We're not going to do that. Yeah, I don't have pet money. That's not something that I'm dealing with. Blues, for you. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do. The magic doesn't happen if it doesn't have sound effects. Okay. There we go. Starts to look like a little bit like something. Oh. one thing left to do. My grand finale. It moves quick here at the Mac. My girlfriend was disappointed too. I'm just kidding, guys. She's dead. So, what we're going to do tonight is, in front of your eyes, the world's oldest magic trick. It's true. It's over 2,000 years old. Seneca wrote about this back in ancient Rome, and it's been performed on the streets of India and Asia, Africa and Europe, the Middle East, South America, and Crybaby Comedy Tonight, East LA. This space right in front of your very eyes. Thanks, one guy. Okay. It's a simple magic trick. 3 cups, 3 balls. We keep it simple because I went to public school. That's right. A ball for every cup. A cup is home for every ball. Solid on the outside and solid on the inside. You don't have to worry about that, okay? That's not part of the trick. Don't worry about that. The trick's about the balls, like I said, folks, so pay attention. Ball number 1's going to melt right through the cup. Watch carefully. Ball number 1's going to melt right through the cup. It happens pretty quick. Most people don't believe me when it happens. It's ball number, I know, I can tell. I stunned y'all into silence. We'll do it again. I brought extras. Ball number 2. Watch carefully, folks. Ball number 2 will melt right through the cup. In 1 second, ball number 2. Get all your blinks out, folks. Get all blinked up. I don't want you to miss it. Get your blinks out now. I don't want you to say that I did it when you weren't looking. Ball number 2, watch carefully, will melt right through the cup. Yeah, that was pretty good. Not just some guy they let in off the street. That's right. What's your name, dude? Oh, no, I'm Charles, man. Almost lost his name. Charles, this is ball number 3. I don't put it through 1 cup. I put it through 2 cups. Charles, you know why? Why? I want to show you how strong I am. All right, it wasn't that funny, man. Settle down, okay? Right. Watch carefully, folks. Ball number 3 will melt right through the cup. That's 1. That's 2. And that's all. Yeah, if you guys want to clap. Yeah! You gotta let it out. You gotta let it out. If you don't, it'll calcify inside, I promise. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Maybe it's too complicated. 3 cups, 3 balls. I'm talking the whole time. Maybe we'll make it a little bit simpler to follow. Put 1 away. Put 2 away. Right in the pocket. That way you can follow it. 1 ball through 1 cup. A lot easier to follow. 1 ball through 1 cup. Watch carefully, folks. Right before your very eyes. 1 ball through 1 cup. We'll do it again. 1 ball through 1 cup. Now we'll do it one last time. What's your name, dude?
Ryan.
Ryan, nice to meet you, man. Ryan, you've been paying attention, right?
Damn right.
So you know what happens if I put the ball away. It's a magic show, so you know that that ball is going to come back every time. But it's a magic show, so I got to make this one come back, and I got to make that one come back too. You got to say that. But I know what y'all are waiting for. Y'all are waiting for the finale, the great big finale. Y'all back there can see it, right? Y'all can see what's going on? All right, I'm just making sure, because y'all are back there pretty far. Just making sure y'all can see it. Audience ho! Okay. Yeah, that's a nautical term. Don't be offended. All right. Now at this point in the show, the same thing happens every time. It doesn't matter where I'm performing. Somebody usually yells at me. They say, Jeff, can you make the ball disappear?
Jeff, can you make the ball disappear?
I'm glad y'all asked. I told you, it happens every show. For you two, this ball, gone.
Hey.
That's ball number 1. We'll do it again for ball number 2. This side, Charles over here. Charles, you know any magic words?
Presto.
Presto's good. I don't say presto. You know what I say, Charles? I say please and thank you. It's pretty good. It works at the magic show. Ladies and gentlemen, it works better at home, I promise. Okay. Charles, we say please and thank you for you. That ball's gone, okay? Just like that. Now the final ball is the most complicated, the most difficult. Some of y'all might know where it goes. You might think that you see where the don't get ahead of me, of your very eyes. But now, for you, this ball will reappear. I'm making sure he's paying attention. Yeah, no. The finale's coming up. Because you know if I put that ball away, that ball is going to come back every time. It doesn't matter if it's the left side or the right side. It's not as much fun anymore at this point, is it? You guys? It wasn't much fun in the beginning. But y'all in the middle, you've been following, right? But your ball didn't come back. I'm sorry. There's a good reason why your ball didn't come back. You know why? Because there was no room in there. There was no room. But I promised y'all a grand finale. So here's what we're going to do. We got to end this show the right way. So watch carefully, folks. I think this is the right way to do it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't get compliments on my style. This ball is going to disappear under the hat. I'm a street performer, and this trick has taken me all around the World Market parking lot. Nobody has ever known where this ball goes. Watch carefully, folks. This ball is going to disappear right in front of your very eyes. This ball is going to shut up. This ball is going to disappear. I thought we were all friends a few seconds ago. I don't know. Usually there's more kids when I perform. Usually, no, you guys saw where the ball ran. Right? Yeah. I grabbed it, put it in the pocket. Then how come the ball's still there? All right, clearly that's messing around. That's not magic. Let's end the show on some magic. So we go 1, 2, 3. What was your name again?
Brian.
Good memory. Brian, did you see me sneak under this cup? No? I'm glad. You know why? Because that's where I put the lemon. That's right.
Anytime someone pulls a lemon out of a place you didn't know a lemon was supposed to be, that is a great show, guys, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel great.
I feel great, man. Were you was I on this side the whole time, or was that?
No, we switched.
We switched. Okay.
I'm never on this side.
Let me see your side. Let me
Wait,
see your face.
My side? My
no,
face?
your face. I think both sides are equal. Like I was trying to think which side was.
Wait,
better.
like symmetrical or like you like
I
them
think
both
you're
the
very
same?
symmetrical. Actually, no. I think I like you on this side, but you did the other side better.
Should we switch?
Let's switch.
This feels right. This feels right.
This feels right.
right.
Honestly,
I
I
don't
don't know what it is,
right.
but it feels normal.